tuning in, and welcome to day 1 of the Intro into Ashtanga Yoga course. Today we will be doing a half primary series with lots of modifications, going really slow and easy. And throughout the next 30 days, we will work our way into doing the full primary series and the full version of the poses. So today, for modifications, you may want to have handy a couple of blocks and also a blanket. These are absolutely not necessary to complete this video, however they may help with the modifications. And so in Ashtanga Yoga, we begin and end with a mantra, which I will say, and you can follow along or just listen. Alright, so are you ready to get started? Okay, so let's go ahead. Come to the top of your mat. Place your hands in prayer pose. Vande Gurunam Charanaravinda Sandar Shitas Padma Sukhavabode Nishreyase Jangalikaya Mane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantye Abahu Purushakaram Shankar Chakra Siddharinam Sahashre Sirasam Svetam Pranamami Patanjalam Om. Okay, we will begin with Surya Namaskara A. So inhale, raise your arms, press your palms, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. You can bring your hands towards your feet. You can bend your knees here, bringing the chest to the knees and keeping the spine straight. Or we can keep legs straight, spine straight, and just go down as far as you can, no worries. Inhale, straighten the spine, lift up. And exhale, step your feet back. Come to a high push-up position here. We're going to bring the knees down. And exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, roll the tops of your feet to the mat. Keep your elbows bent. Lift your chest up slightly, gazing at the floor in front of you. And exhale, come to downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. And so in downward facing dog, it's important to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Keep the spine straight. You can bend the knees and lift the heels off the ground if you need to. Your feet forward towards your hands. Exhale, again, fold forward, bending the knees if you need to. Pull through the hips and keep the spine straight. And inhale, come all the way up. Bring your palms together, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, come back to Samasthiti. We're going to do that 3 times. So inhale. Lift your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, straighten the spine, lift up. Exhale, step your feet back. High push-up position. Lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, top of the feet on the ground. Keep the elbows bent. lift the chest slightly, gaze in front of you on the floor. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. The hands shoulder width distance apart, and your feet hip width distance apart here. Inhale, step your feet forward. Exhale, fold forward. Lead with your chest. Inhale, come all the way up, arms above your head. And exhale, hands to the sides. Okay, one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straight spine, lift the chest. Exhale, step your feet back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, with bent elbows, lift the chest slightly. And exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your feet forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, arms above your head. And exhale, hands by your side. Okay, now we're going to do Surya Namaskara B, which is very similar with only a few differences from Surya Namaskara A. We'll do it 3 times. So inhale, bend your knees, raise your arms above your head, press the palms, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Again, bend the knees if need to. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the spine. Exhale, step your feet back. Bring your knees down to the ground, chest down. Inhale, keep the elbows bent. Lift the chest slightly, gaze in front of you on the floor. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right foot forward through your hands. Spiral the left heel to the mat. Bend your right knee. And come all the way up, arms above your head. You can keep the palms separate, or you can bring them together. Gaze at your thumbs, or if that hurts your neck, gaze in front of you. And you can also bring that left knee down if this is difficult for you. And exhale, bring your hands down, step your right foot back, lower down to the knees, lower the chest down. Inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And inhale, we're going to do the left side now. So bring the left foot forward between your hands. Spiral the right heel to the ground. Bend the left knee. Bring your arms up. Gaze at the palms. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Bring the left foot back. Lower your knees. Lower your chest. Inhale, lift the chest up, and exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Regain your breath here, breathing deeply, equalizing inhalation and exhalation. And inhale, step the feet forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees. Come all the way up, arms above your head. Exhale, hands by your side. All right, so we did this three times, so we got 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knees, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the spine. Exhale, step your feet back. Lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right foot forward, bend the right knee, come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the right foot back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left foot forward, bend the left knee, come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the left foot back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And so you should start to feel the inner fire here. The body is warming up, preparing for the postures you're about to do. Inhale, step your feet forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your side. Okay, one more time. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the spine. Exhale, step your feet back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right foot forward, bend the right knee, come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat, step the right foot back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left foot forward, bend the left knee, come all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down, step the left foot back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Catch your breath here. Regain that steady, even inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, step your feet forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, come all the way up. And exhale, hands by your side. Okay, now we begin the standing postures. So inhale, bring your feet hip-width distance apart. Suck the belly in, lift the chest up. And exhale, fold forward, folding through the hips, keeping the spine straight. If you ever want to check if the spine is straight, just place the hand on the lower back. If that feels straight and your neck is neutral with your shoulders and your spine, then it's a good chance that your spine is straight. And we're going to fold down as far as we can. If you can reach your feet, place the index fingers around your toes, keeping that belly sucked deeply in, and just fold forward as far as you can. If you can't reach your feet, hold on to your legs wherever you can reach at, and just keep that spine straight. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift up slightly. If you can reach the toes, go ahead and try to place the hands under the feet. If you can't reach the toes, just keep your hands where they are and stay in this posture for just a few more breaths. Each breath, try to get a little deeper into it. Never pull yourself. You want to slowly let gravity do its job, bringing your head and your spine towards the ground. Remember to bend through the hips and not the back, so we avoid injury in our spine. And inhale, release the hands. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, slowly roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Exhale, bring your feet together, hands by your sides. Inhale, step your foot out to the right side. Your right foot should face the right side, and your left foot should be facing forward. Inhale, bring your arms out to the sides, suck the belly in, lift the chest up, and exhale, tilt your pelvis to the left. As you bring your right hand to the leg, bring it all the way down as far as you can go. If you can reach your toes, place your fingers around the big toe. And if you can't, just keep your hand wherever it will go, keeping the left hand up to the sky, gaze at your left thumb. Just try to avoid the knee when you're doing that. Really lift your chest towards the sky. And keep the legs straight here, keep the spine straight. Inhale, come back up. Keep your arms out to the sides. Turn the right foot forward and the left foot to the left side. And lift the chest, suck the belly in. Exhale, tilt your pelvis to the right as we bring that left hand down on the left leg, down as far as it'll go. Right hand up to the sky. Gaze at your right thumb. Lifting the chest up to the sky. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, you can release the hands for just a moment. Turn to the back side of the mat, keeping that right foot forward and the left foot just slightly at an angle here. You can go ahead and grab one of your blocks if you have one. And if you don't, no worries. Place the block in your left hand, either like long ways like this or short ways like this. Inhale, lift the left arm up, lift your chest, suck your belly in, and exhale. As you exhale, twist to the right side. Bring your left hand down to the outside of the right foot, placing the left hand on the block, whatever level you need to have it on. Lift your right arm up to the sky, gaze at your right thumb. As you inhale, lift your right arm higher. As you exhale, twist a little deeper. Try to keep the legs straight in this posture. And alternatively, if you do not have a block, place your hand on your right leg. And you can do the same thing from whatever level you need to be on. And exhale, grab the block with the right hand, release, turn and face the front of your mat, left foot forward, right foot slightly out. Make sure you don't have your legs too far apart. Inhale, lift the right arm up, lift the chest, suck the belly in, and exhale, twist to the left side, bringing that right hand and block to the outside of the left foot. Lift the left arm up, gaze at the left thumb. And remember, if you don't have a block, just place your hand on your left leg, avoiding the knee. Try to keep the legs straight. And exhale, release. Move your block to the side. Inhale, come back to the front of your mat. Feet together, hands by your sides. Inhale, step your feet out to the right. Again, right foot to the right side, left foot forward. Bring your arms out to the sides. Inhale, lift your chest up, suck your belly in, and exhale, bend the right knee. We're going to bring the right hand down to the outside of the right foot, and then reach the left arm above your head. Make sure you have enough space. So if you need to scoot yourself back a little bit, we'll go ahead and do that. We want to gaze at the left thumb. Right here, we want to make sure that our knee is directly over our ankle. And then alternatively, if this is a little too much, just place the right forearm on the right knee, lifting the left arm up and above your head, and you'll get the same effect here. And inhale, come back up, arms to the sides, switch sides, turning the left foot to the left, right foot to the front. Inhale, lift the chest, suck the belly in, and exhale. Bend the left knee, bring the left hand to the outside of your left foot. And again, make sure you have enough space here. So you need to move back the other way. Feel free to do that. Lift the right arm up above your head at an angle. Gaze at the thumb. And again, you can bring the left forearm to the left knee. And you'll get the same effect here. And exhale. Come all the way back up. All right, so let's turn back to the back side of our mat. And this time, we're going to do the same pose, but we're going to twist while we do it. So, it may be helpful to start bringing the left knee down to the mat. You want to inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. We're going to bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot. And now this posture can be really difficult. So what we may want to do is just stay here and work on twisting. Work on bringing the left hand to the outside of the right foot. And you can bring the right arm above the head, gaze at the right palm. If this is easy for you, you can lift that left knee off the mat. If not, bring your hands together in prayer. And just keep that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. And just keep working the twist. Every exhalation, try to twist a little more. And exhale, release. Inhale, come up and switch sides. Bring that right knee down. We'll go ahead and start hands to the chest in prayer. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And if you can bring the right hand to the mat and the left arm above head. And even if you feel comfortable here, you can also go ahead and lift that right knee off the mat. Remember, it's acceptable to stay here with hands in prayer. Don't worry about where you're at in this pose. You'll get the same stretch with each variation. And exhale, release. Come all the way back up, arms out to the sides. And come forward, feet together, hands by your sides. Inhale, step the foot out to the right again, spread your feet. You want to be wider than hip width distance apart. Point your toes inward, so you're kind of pigeon-toed here. Then inhale, lift your arms out to the sides. Lift your chest, suck the belly in. Exhale, fold forward. And if you can reach the floor, place your hands on the mat between your feet. If you can't reach the floor, just bring your hands to your thighs. Work your way as far down the legs as you can. Keeping the spine straight, again folding through the hips. If we can reach the floor, exhale and let the spine hang down towards the mat. Relaxing the neck, relaxing the head, relaxing the spine. All of the work should be in the hips and stretching out the backs of the legs. Inhale, lift the chest slightly. Bring your hands to your hips. Slowly roll yourself all the way back up to standing. And exhale, release the hands. Inhale, bring your arms out to the sides. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lift the chest. Suck the belly in. And exhale, fold forward as far as we can go. Keeping the spine straight, folding through the hips, relaxing the neck, relaxing the back. Maybe lean the hips a bit forward if you can, putting more weight into the toes. Inhale. Slowly roll your spine all the way up, bringing the chin to the chest. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, bring your arms out to the sides. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back with the palms facing. Inhale, lift your chest, suck your belly in, and exhale. Hold all the way forward, bringing the top of the head towards the floor and lifting the arms as far over your head as possible. Inhale, come all the way back up, head first. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, bring the arms out to the sides. Lift the chest up, suck the belly in. Exhale, fold forward. If you can reach the toes, grab the big toes with the index and thumb fingers. And if you can't, again, just place the hands on the legs and slowly work your way down as far as you can go. Keeping the legs straight, keep the spine straight, folding through the hips. Keep the belly sucked in, and exhale, let the head fall down towards the ground, keeping the neck and the spine relaxed. Bring the elbows out to the sides. And it's important to remember not to pull yourself deeper into this pose, but just to allow gravity to do its work. Every time you practice this, you'll be a little more flexible, be able to go a little more farther down. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, bring the chin to the chest and slowly roll your body all the way back up to standing. Exhale, release the hands. Come forward on your mat, feet together, hands by your hips. All right, inhale. We're going to step out to the right side. We want to bring our hands together in prayer behind the back. And so a great way to do that is to start with the fingers pointing down with the palms pressed. And then just roll your hands up pressing the palms together. And of course, if you're unable to do that, just interlace your fingers. And that works just fine. We'll work our way up to it. All right, so palms together, feet apart here, right foot forward, left foot at a 45-degree angle here. Inhale, lift your chest, suck your belly in, and exhale, fold forward towards the right knee, leading with your chest. Keep your neck in a neutral position, gaze at the toes, holding through the hips. Remember to keep pressing the heels of the hands together. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, switch your sides and face the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, suck the belly in, and exhale, fold towards the left knee. Reaching with the chest, not the head. Keeping the spine straight, pressing the heels of the hands together. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, release your hands, shake them out. And we'll turn forward on the mat, feet together. Hands by our sides. All right. And now we're going to do a balancing pose here. So inhale, bring the left hand to the left hip. Shift all your weight into the left foot, really activating all the muscles in the left leg, all the way down through the foot. Inhale, lift that right knee up and grab the right knee. And if it's accessible to you to grab the right toe and straighten the leg, you can go ahead and do that. Or just hold on to the knee. We are perfectly fine here. Either way, whether you have the knee or your toe, exhale, fold forward, bringing your chest towards your knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring the right knee or the right toes out to the right side. You can gaze over your left shoulder if you can, or just keep your gaze forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward again. Keeping your balance. Inhale, come back up. Place the right hand on your right hip and bring that right foot straight out in front of you. Gaze at your right toes. You can do this. Talk to your body. Don't go down. Almost there. And exhale, bring the right foot down. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. So keep the right hand on your right hip. Inhale, shift all your weight into the right foot, activating all the muscles all the way down the right leg. Inhale, lift the left knee up, grab the left knee, or again, if you can reach the left toes and straighten the leg in front of you, feel free to do so. But if you're here and you can't straighten the leg, go ahead and grab that left knee. Exhale. Fold forward, bringing the left knee towards the chest. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring that left knee out to the left side. Again, you can gaze over the right shoulder or keep your gaze forward. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring the left hand to your left hip and bring that left foot straight out in front of you as high as you can. Gaze at the left toes. Talk to your body. You can do this. Don't go down. Activating all the muscles on the left leg. Bring that right foot up to the left ankle, calf, or thigh for tree pose here. And now if you're comfortable having your right foot all the way up to the thigh, see if you can bring that right foot even further into a half lotus pose, bringing the heel of the foot into the crevice of the leg. And if you made it here, let's just hold on to the foot. You can reach behind you, holding the left arm with your right hands, or just hold the foot. And also just keep the foot wherever you have, if you have it on the ankle or the calf, or if you're staying with the foot on the thigh. No worries. We're working on the balance today. So we're just going to stay here for a few breaths. Doing wonderful. And exhale. As we exit the pose, it's important to move slow, going out the exact same way that we came in. All right. Let's do the other side. Inhale, shift the weight to the right foot, activating all the muscles in the right leg. Exhale, bring the left foot up to the right ankle, calf, or thigh. And again, if you have it on the calf or the ankle, just stay there. If you make it up to the thigh, see if you feel comfortable bringing the foot up to half lotus. And if not, no worries. We don't want to stretch the body too far and cause injury to the knee. So if you're not there yet, just keep your foot on your leg where you are. If you are here, you can bring that left hand over to the right arm, or just keep a hold of the right foot, or left foot. You're doing wonderful. We're almost there. And exhale. Release. Same way that we came in. All right, let's come to the top of the mat. Feet together, hands by your hips. Inhale, lift the arms up, press the palms, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the spine. Exhale, step the feet back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest with your elbows bent. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your feet forward, feet together, bend your knees, come all the way up, arms above your head, palms pressed, gaze at your thumbs. You'll stay here for a few breaths. Try to sit as low as you can in your hips, keeping the knees bent. Suck the belly in. If it hurts your neck to look up at the thumbs, feel free to look straight in front of you. Keep the elbows straight as you can. And exhale, release. Go fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the spine. Exhale, step the feet back. Lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest, keeping the elbows bent. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the right foot forward between your hands. Bring the left heel towards the mat, bend the right knee. Come all the way up for warrior one. You can bring the arms above your head. You can press the palms together or keep them separate. Gaze up at the thumbs, or if that hurts your neck, gaze in front of you. Try to sit as low as you can in your hips. Our ultimate goal is to try and have a right angle here with the legs. Inhale, straighten that right knee. Keep those hips turned forward. And exhale, open your hips to the right. Bring your arms out to the sides. Make sure your right hand and left hand are equal to each other. Gaze at the left thumb. Keeping that left knee bent. Draw the rib cage in. And allow the arms to reach out as far as they can, drawing the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Turn your feet back to the other side. And exhale, bend the right knee. Gaze at the right thumb this time. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step your right foot back. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Inhale, lift the chest slightly. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your feet forward and come to a seated position with your feet out in front of you. All right, so here's the time when the blanket may come in handy. So if you have one, go ahead and place it behind you at this time. And if you don't, no worries. We're going to work on shoulder stand right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and lay down, bringing the shoulders, the neck, and the head onto the blanket. We can use a block here if we need to. So we can place the block on the mat and then just lift your feet up towards the sky. Just get yourself in a nice and comfortable position. And alternatively, if you would like to, you feel you can go a little further in this, you can come up and hold the back and just keep your knees bent. Not fully in a straight line here, so that the weight of your body is not going into the neck, it's going into the upper back, and you're holding a lot of it with your hands on the lower back. We can switch legs here if we want, raising up one leg, keeping the left knee bent, and switching, raising the left leg, keeping the right knee bent. Never push yourself too far. If the block under your back, under your hips, with the legs up, works for you, then stay here. Exhale. We can stay right where we are in this pose. Or if you have a wall behind you, feel free to bring your feet to that wall in a straight line. Again, if this hurts the spine, it's more than welcome to just stay right here. between the shoulder blades. And bring the top of the head down to the mat. And exhale. Keep the chest lifted and the head down to the mat. If you're using a block, keep the block under the spine. And if you're not using the block, just keep the chest lifted. Release the hands. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Then lift your feet up at about a 45-degree angle. This is working the back muscles while also giving the back a little bit of a stretch. Keep the feet together. Point the toes. And exhale, release the hands. Release the legs. If you're using a block, go ahead and move that block out of the way. We're going to come all the way up, bringing our feet behind us. Come forward. We're going to come back to our high push-up position here, feet together. Exhale, bring the knees down. Come all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Keep the elbows bent. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Exhale, down to your knees. We're going to work on our headstand pose here. So if you can't already go into headstand, I just want you to stay in the prepare. Remember to push from the shoulders, and eventually you will go up. Exhale, bring the forearms down to the mat. Interlace your fingers, rolling the tops of the hands towards the ground. Bring the top of your head down to the mat with the insides of the hand on the back of your head. Inhale, lift your knees off the mat, bringing the feet to the floor here. So kind of like downward facing dog, except our head and our forearms are on the ground. And this is the prepare for headstand. So if you can't go up, just stay here. Keep pushing from the shoulders, bringing one knee into the chest, switching to the other knee, and eventually one day, you walk your feet in, and you go up. Alright, so we're going to stay here for 15 breaths. So, stay in the prepare, push from the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring one knee into the chest. Keep pushing from the shoulders. You can do this. Don't go down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your feet. Bring the right foot down. Bring the left knee into the chest. Keep pushing from the shoulders. 11, 12, 13, 14. If you went down, stay in the prepare. And 15. Exhale, bring the feet down, bring the knees down, and come down into a child's pose. Releasing the spine, feet together, knees apart, arms extended, forehead to the mat. And exhale, come up to our push-up pose. Bring the knees to the mat, lower your chest. Inhale, lift your chest, keep your elbows bent. And exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the feet forward, cross the legs, come to a seated position. All right. Now, if you can do the full lotus pose, then we'll go ahead and do lotus with the right foot first, then left foot. And if you can't do the full lotus pose, no worries. Just cross your legs, crisscross applesauce. And that works just as well. Remember, we don't want to injure our knees or our hips. Lotus pose takes a lot of stretching to be able to get into the pose. So we'll take it one day at a time. All right, so let's go ahead. Bring your hands behind your back. And grab the forearms. If you can reach the elbows, grab the elbows. Eventually, we want to work our way up to grabbing the left toes with the left hand and the right toes with the right hand. But for now, we just want to grab towards the elbows. And if you can't reach the elbows, just grab the forearms. Inhale, lift your chest, suck the belly in, and exhale, fold forward. Again, try to keep the spine straight. Don't worry about how far down you go. If you feel a pain on the inside of the joint at any time throughout the practice, I want you to stop immediately. Any other pain, muscle pain, you'll be fine. We just don't want to injure our joints. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the hands. Place the hands on the mat behind you with your fingers pointing toward your toes. Lift your chest up. Gaze in front of you. Take calm, even, and equal breaths in and out. Regaining that calm awareness. And exhale, release. Inhale, bring the tops of your hands to your knees with straight arms. Place the index fingers and the thumbs together. Bring your chin down toward your chest. Breathe evenly and deeply through the nose, resignating the breath by kind of closing off the airway slightly. So you hear a slight sound as you inhale and exhale. Almost like you're trying to go into a snoring, but not quite making the noise. Regain your even, equal breathing here. Breathing in as deeply and for as long as you can. Maybe holding the breath. And then exhaling evenly and deeply. Try to keep the breath even and equal to each other. And exhale. Grab your blocks if you have them. If not, no worries. Press from the floor. If you have your blocks, go ahead and place them right about in the middle of the thighs. Place your hands flat on the tops of those blocks. And alternatively, if you don't have the blocks, just place your hands on the floor. We're going to push up. And if you can't get off the ground, no worries. Just keep pushing from the shoulders. Eventually you will go up. Alright, so you have your blocks. Use the blocks. Lift your knees up. Activate the muscles of the core. And exhale, push from the shoulders. Lifting the hips off of the ground. Keep your gaze at your nose. Stay here for 10 breaths. You can do it. Don't go down. Keep bringing your knees into your chest. Use the core. Push from the shoulders. We're almost there. Couple more breaths. Stay up. Don't go down. You can do this. One more big breath. And exhale. Bring your hips down to the ground. Good job. Doing great. Alright, so go ahead and release your feet, whether you had them in lotus or crisscross applesauce. Release the legs. We're going to bring the feet behind us. Come to a high push-up position again. Feet together. Exhale. Bring the knees down to the mat. Bring your chest down. Inhale. Keeping the elbows bent. Lift the chest slightly. And exhale. Come back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Step your feet forward. Feet together. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Come all the way up. Arms above your head. Palms pressed. Exhale. Bring your hands to your sides. Alright, so let's begin our closing mantra. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Close your eyes. Bring your chin down toward your chest. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha gobrahvanibhyaha shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It's typical here that we do a little bow. And this, the idea behind it is to pour our ego out and remind ourselves that we are no greater than we were yesterday. We may become stronger and more flexible, but the ultimate goal is to have peace in the mind. So we release the ego to better attain that peace. Inhale, open the eyes, bring your arms above your head, palms pressed. Exhale, fold forward, gaze at the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the spine. Exhale, step the feet back, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, lift the chest slightly. Exhale, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your feet forward, through your arms, and sit down. And go ahead and lie down, take rest. If you have a traditional altar in the space that you are practicing in, place your head towards the altar and your feet away from it. We do not place the feet towards our altar in the Ashtanga Yoga practice. Relax the head, close the eyes. Let your eyes sink deeply down into the head. Relaxing the back of your head deeply into the mat. Walk the fingers of your mind's eye down the neck, down to the shoulders. We tend to store a lot of our tension in our shoulders. So checking in, seeing how the shoulders are feeling. Relaxing and releasing the shoulders deeply down into the mat, letting go, walking the fingers of the mind's eye down the arms, down to the thumbs, the index fingers, the middle fingers, the ring fingers, and the pinky fingers. Fully relaxing and releasing the hands deeply down. Walking the fingers of the mind's eye down the spine, down the left side of the back, and the right side of the back. Fully relaxing and releasing the spine, letting it sink deeply down into the mat, letting go, walking the fingers of the mind's eye down to the hips. We tend to store a lot of our emotions in our hips. So checking in, seeing how the hips are feeling. Relaxing and releasing the hips. Letting them sink deeply down into the mat. Letting go. Walking the fingers of the mind's eye down the legs, down to the ankles, the heels, the bottoms of the feet, the tops of the feet, each individual toe. Letting your feet fall open to the sides, fully relaxing and releasing all the muscles in the entire body, letting go of all the stress, all the tension, releasing all the emotions, sinking even more deeply down into the mat, keeping your attention focused on your breath, that gentle air flowing in and out of your nostrils. Allow yourself to take a deeper breath in, bringing your attention to your heart center. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, allowing your attention to return to the room. Calmly begin to bend your knees and elbows, slowly bringing the knees into your chest, keeping the eyes closed. Gently roll over onto your side, using your hands to come all the way up and forward to your comfortable seated position. Eyes remain closed. Bring your hands to your heart center and your chin down towards your chest. Yoga is not about touching your toes. It's about what we learn on the way down. Yoga does not just change the way we see things, but it transforms the person who is seen. Thank you for sharing your wonderful practice with me. I hope you take this calm, relaxed feeling with you and come back to it throughout your week. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in. As a reminder here, when we do yoga practice, especially when we're just starting out, you may feel some soreness in your muscles. We are stretching and working muscles that we may never thought we had before, so it is perfectly normal to have a little bit of soreness tomorrow when you wake up. The key to overcoming the soreness is to just work through it. I know that's not what our instincts tell us, but I promise you, if you keep going, you will find yourself being less sore than if you stay and do nothing. Doing nothing allows the muscles to tighten back up, which causes more soreness. So when you stretch it back out again, you relieve a lot of that soreness, and you will feel so much better. Another reminder is that it takes 21 days to build a new habit. So try to stick with this throughout the course of the next 30 days of these videos. I promise you, eventually you will be so happy to just get on the mat and do your practice. You may not be at the moment. Tomorrow you may not want to. Sometimes we drag ourselves onto the mat, and that is okay. Eventually, you will get to the point where you'll love it. Just stick with it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.